Now in hot water, Impala Platinum's chief executive for their Rustenburg operations has been arrested. Mark Munroe allegedly instructed staff, including non-essential workers, to return to work. Munroe appeared in the Tlhabane Magistrate's court in the northwest today. He was released on 60,000 rand bail after he handed himself over to police. The head of the miners' most profitable mines faces charges of contravening the lockdown rules. Munroe sent SMSs to staff, including non-essential workers, on the weekend, asking them to return to work. Lockdown regulations dictate that only essential services are to be performed by mining companies. Smelters were allowed to be operated, including the care and maintenance of plants. Mine workers were told to return home by police for not having permits. Impala Platinum has been granted permission to operate at 50% capacity as part of the national lockdown. Well, for more on this story, we cross to our reporter Bafedile Moerane. She's standing by for us in the northwest. Thanks very much, Bafedile, for joining us. So what's the latest where you are?
Thank you so much, Nompu. We are here at Tlhabane Magistrate's Court just after the court made a judgment that the CEO of Implats Rustenburg should be actually released on 60,000 rand bail. Now, what's happening is here right now, he is expected to pay that amount. This after there was an argument between his representatives and also the state that at least he must pay 100,000 because, as you have indicated, that this is one of the world's largest platinum producers here in Rustenburg. But however, the magistrate settled to 60,000 rand. It was argued that he actually exposed the workers, about over 6,000 workers, to a harmful situation, including their families, as we know how this disease, this virus spread to people. Now, Nompu, I've got COSATU Secretary in the province, Mr. Kunupi, as we know that they have actually been against the mines' move to tax the workers to revert to work on Tuesday. Mr. Kunupi, thank you so much for joining us here. You've been following the story and you're at the court today and you have been against the mines' move to send tax to the workers to revert to work. What's your reaction following today's court?
Bafedile, we welcome the decision of the court and the police to arrest the CEO of Impala. And indeed, the setting of the bail at 60,000 sets an example to other industries who are going to put the people in danger. And we think that it is high time that all the people who are violating the laws in terms of the Disaster Management Act should be acted against and to put our people's life before we put the profit. And indeed, it is a good example that the court has taken, and the amount that has been set is setting a good example.
We've had the minister yesterday indicating that the mines will gradually start operating during the national lockdown. What's your say regarding that when we look into the safety of the workers?
The mine industry is a mass-based industry. So it is one industry that makes it very, very difficult to adhere to social distancing and all the precautions in terms of making sure that the infection doesn't spread at a faster rate. So we feel that it's some kind of going to put the people in danger, in particular the people who are working in the mining industry and their families, because it's going to be very difficult. The second thing is that the economy worldwide is at a standstill. So we ask ourselves a question to say that if you open up a mine and do a production, for who are you producing? And who is going to buy the product? Or is it just production to stockpile the product? And what effect will it make it in future when the product is brought into the market? Because we feel that once the market's open and we've got a lot of product in stockpile and is brought into the market, it's going to flood the market, it's going to affect the price of the product. And later the mines will be complaining that because of the price of platinum or whatever they're producing, they are not able to make sufficient profit and they should retrench the workers. So we feel that, yes, we welcome that there should be essential services that should put care and maintenance to make sure that the methane doesn't build up in the mine and to make sure that at the time the operation resumes, the mine is ready. But we don't feel that for now we should go for production up until that we are convinced that we are able to control the spread of the virus and the infection rate has been reduced drastically to a point where the country is safer to open the economy again.
Mr. Kunupi, knowing very much that the mines are contributing immensely on the GDP of the country, you've also indicated the issue regarding the retrenchments. This particular company, last year it indicated that they want to reduce the workforce because they are not making much profit. Are you not scared or afraid that there will be more retrenchment after the national lockdown?
We are really scared, but the point I'm making is that the consumers of our product is not ourselves, it's the whole world generally. So when the whole world economy is at a standstill, what is the need of production? Just yesterday, we saw in the media that some of the crop producers in the USA has to destroy some of the crops because there's no demand. It's just because of the overproduction. So we are going to see the same thing of the overproduction of the minerals here when they go into the market and the price goes down, and the same thing will say that we are not making profit and we are going to retrench. The same thing that you see with the price of oil. We are seeing the all-time low in terms of the price of oil because all the high petrol consuming industries are on a standstill. So there's no need to continue to produce. So we say that let's continue to fight the virus and let's come up with plans to say that how do we restart the economy without really putting the lives of the people in danger and without putting the profit before the lives of our people.
Thank you so much, Kunupi. This is Mr. Kopano Kunupi. He is the secretary for COSATU in the province here in the Northwest. We've had him sharing his views regarding the court proceedings and everything that has unfolded after Implats actually called the workers to revert to work, irrespective of whether being essential or not. And we saw some of them being returned by the police because they did not have the permits to continue with their work, Nompu.
Bafedile, before I let you go, I mean, in terms of the mine itself, apart from those people who were turned back, has it been able to begin, its operations and beginning to work towards that 50% capacity?
My understanding is that as all other mining companies that produce gold, platinum and iron ore have been granted a permission to operate at 50%. So yes, indeed, here also at Implats, it's 50% operation according to the minister's permission. As we had them earlier again today on court, arguing that they've made an application for full operation. But they said that based on the response from the Department of Mineral Resources, they acted to send the text messages to the workers to revert to work. So, yeah, that's back to you.
Okay, thanks very much, Bafedile, for that report. The COVID-19 related country lockdown has seen a sharp decline in road crashes and